Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, looks like I have a very empty desk right now. That won't last long. What I have in store today is, this is a Teresa Tries It of a different variety. I have discovered on my computer that I've already purchased at some point these items from Tracy Fox Creative. Her Etsy shop name is Love Junk Journal, but it's Tracy Fox Creative, and these are paperclip slips. And this is set number 1 that I have already cut out here. So it's these odd looking pages, things, and then lots and lots and lots of really teeny tiny ephemera, which I absolutely love. I think it's super cute. There's botanicals, there's bird images, there's little bingo cards, little tiny labels, lots and lots of stuff to play with. So that's what we're going to do today. Gonna play with what's this called? Paper clip slips. And here is the second set. This one is called Field Notes. The first one doesn't really have a name with it, but this is the page of ephemera and words. And then these are the set 2, the Field Notes variety of paper clip slips. There's 6, 12, 18 of those. 18 of those, and then we're on to something else. Sorry, didn't realize those were there. But yeah, so it's one page of decorative items, and then 3 pages of 3 or 4. Yeah, 3 pages of the actual paper clip slips to cut out. So they are made for the 2-inch paper clips, which I have an abundance of. So I'll just grab a pinch of those. And there's one small one. So anyway, I'm sure that's way too many, but I apologize for the fan in the background, but it is quite warm today, even though we've been having thunderstorms. That doesn't cool things off, it just makes it muggy. Right. So so they're all on the whole page, and then, you know, I cut them into more manageable slices, shall we say, and then fussy cut them as I use them. I guess I'll fussy cut them. So the idea is that you cover the paper clip front and back, and then you can use it that way. None of the strips are the same size. So these 2 little pieces will be used to cover the smaller side of the paper clip, and this will be used to cover the longer side of the paper clip. And obviously it doesn't matter which one's front or back of the actual paper clip, the long one or the short one, but that's how that works. It's so stinking clever, and I love it. Excuse me, I'm still sniffling. So what we do from here is, I didn't round any of the corners. You know, when I fussy cut them out, I'm just going to do that with the corner rounder, because it'll look much, much better and more more consistent, more uniform. They'll all be the same if I do it with the corner rounder. So for these small little things, I'm just going to sort of use this ruler as to start my straight fold. Hopefully it'll be straight. And it's not. So maybe I should just do it by putting the ends of the paper together, because this looks like I folded it too far. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I can always snip it, but there. Now, where's my... I really wish I could find my bone folder, my actual bone folder. I have no idea where it ran off to. And, you know, I have more than one of them. Can I find any of them? No, of course not. I cannot. So I'm going to go ahead and round. Well, no, let me fold this one too. Oh, well. Yeah, that worked much better then, didn't it? Trying to make things complicated for myself. Okay, so we round these corners. And I don't know. I guess we'll go for medium. Yes, that seems to work okay. I might get brave on the next one and try small. I just prefer the small for smaller items, and I don't know why, but you know, that's just it. It's just the way the old brain works. All right, so that's that one done. Gosh. Oofy. Yeah, I'll be doing most of these corner rounding off camera because that's kind of difficult, and it's, you know, well, it's a little bit embarrassing that I can't cut a piece of paper or, you know, punch a piece of paper. Okay, so there's a bit of white still there, so I'm gonna try and trim that off without butchering it. Okay, so now I'm actually switching things up. I'm using the ground espresso ink, and I don't really know why, just because I feel like it. And, you know, sometimes that's just good enough. So, yeah, I'm going to ink this one really quickly. And show you how it goes. And then the rest of it will be just kind of like a craft with me kind of thing, or a, what was it I was going to call it, not a mass make, a batch make. I don't make things in mass because it would take me forever to make a whole, probably make more than 4 or 5 things. Okay, so this is the front side, and this is the back side of the paper clip. Well, the long side and the short side of the paper clip. I guess I should put it that way. And this part might show. That's why I'm inking it. The top of that white space on the back, or not white space, but you know what I mean. The part where it's not double-sided, it might show. I don't really know. I'll have to pay more attention when I assemble it. Okay. Now, she did sew hers, but I just don't know that I could sew something that small. I don't know. I'd probably end up sewing my fingers into something. But obviously just around the edge there, and not here because that's where you're going to slip your paper clip into. I'm just going to take that excess off of there. And shut it up. Close it up. Okay. That's that one done. And we'll do this one. And I'm not gluing on the larger piece because it's not getting glued right here yet. We're not sticking, it doesn't have anything to stick to right now. So, I want to let that dry for just a few more minutes before I try and do anything with it, but I'm going to go ahead and fold the next 2 pieces. give it a few minutes, a few seconds probably, to dry while I ink this one. Oh, let me try punching the dead gum holes. You know what? I might just do this one, because this seems to be where I have the most trouble punching. And I'm going to try the smaller one, because I can always go back in and use the larger, but we'll see. Yep, gonna have to use the medium size. It was a happy thought. I mean, I just don't want to press my luck trying to do that many corners, because it just would not work well for me. It's not the way my hands work anymore. I'll just have to go along with doing this one. Anyone knows of an easier to use corner rounder, please do let me know. Or, you know, maybe it can accommodate a larger or thicker paper, larger quantity. I don't know. This is, I printed these on cardstock, not super duper heavy cardstock, but definitely cardstock. I think this is 110 GSM. And the cardstock that I prefer is, I believe, I don't know, 140 or 150, I don't know. But it's expensive. It's almost $1 a sheet, which, you know, doesn't sound like much, but it's much. As much as, you know, much as I print, it's a lot. Like, I don't use it for journal pages or anything like that, but for making ephemera, yeah. The only time I don't use cardstock for ephemera is when I'm making it into a sticker. But for, you know, things like this that need a little bit of weight to them. Things like this and journal cards, tickets, pockets, things like that. Yeah, I definitely prefer the heavier cardstock. All right, let's see if I was yammering too much to pay attention to this. Looks like it's pretty well inked to me. Right, let's get back to this one. So, again, this one is for the longer end, and you just slip it in there. I guess that's why it's called a paper clip slip, all the way into the little pocket. Paper clip slip. And then repeat the same process for the shorter end. And then you line them up at the top, which is giving me a hard time. Yeah, so line them up at the top, and then you glue that top. So I guess it's not really going to show, is it? Looks like this one didn't go in all the way. And there we are. Ah, So yeah, there we are. Paperclip slip number 1. Well, these are cute, but they look like they might be a bit too big. I mean, and they do already have some stuff on them. Yeah, and I don't want to do much to them because as they are, they're fairly neutral. And then of course I would add ephemera or anything else to them according to whatever journal I would be putting them in. Yeah, so yeah, all kinds of fun stuff to play with. And these may be getting used rather soon. I have a big anyway, a big project I hope to start next week. Inspired by Treasure Books. Yeah, Natasha at Treasure Books. So that's what I was trying to say, and then, you know, failed. I lost my mind there for a minute. So I'm just going to start making these sort of assembly line fashion. Just glue them all, and then stuff them all, and then glue them again. So yeah, we shall see. I really, really like these. I think it's very clever. Very clever, Tracy Fox. Yep. Scissors are not going to glue anything. Crazy lady. I do want to keep the matched pairs together, matched sets. Well, I guess I can start with cutting them first, then gluing them. So yeah, we're gonna cut them first. First things first. Cut them out. Hope everyone's having a great day. We've had some rain and thunderstorms here again today in Georgia. And it's currently Friday. I don't have any big plans for the weekend. I don't usually, but something usually comes up. I mean, you know, besides laundry and house cleaning and that kind of stuff. Have to get back in the groove of doing that on the weekends because I now sort of have a Monday through Friday job watching my baby grandson. That's not every day, but I will take it whenever I can get it. goes with that one. I feel like this one has more than the 18 that the second kit has, but I guess we'll see. Let's see how many I get to. I think rather than adding ephemera to these, I would add, like, put a brad or an eyelet through the, that's not the one that's put together, I was panicking, through this top here, and then, you know, call that all the decoration that it needs, really. So yeah, put, you know, put an eyelet through there with some, and then a bulb pin, or some, with some beads, or just some string that you could string some beads on, or charms, or whatever, or tassel. I don't know. Like, your imagination is the limit. So yeah. I'm really impressed by people who can do these things on their computers. I just don't think I have the patience for that, to learn how to do that. Certainly not at my stage of life right now. I have never really liked fussing with computers. Like, I know, I like knowing how to use computers and different, you know, programs on them, software and stuff like that. But I hate the learning process, man. I really, really don't like it. Which is probably why I have no desire, no inclination to learn how to edit a video. It's just not something that right now I don't feel it's really necessary. Maybe at some point in the future I may change my mind, but it is what it is right now. Oh no! Fell right into my ink. Let's just cover that up for the moment. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see. So it's all nice and quiet when I'm trying to cut, because I can't cut and talk at the same time. It's just something that is not among my talents. And I keep telling myself, if I try, if I practice, I'll get better at it. Because, you know, practice makes perfect, right? But then I get focused on trying to cut, and I forget. Oh, you're supposed to be talking. Yeah. So, yeah. Uh-oh. So, my big project that I hope to start next week. Natasha at Treasure Books did, she challenged herself to use an entire book's worth of book pages. So, I think I'm going to try that myself. But she made like a lot of repeats of things, you know, like now I can't think of a single thing that she made at all. But like she did categories of things, and then she would make, you know, 3 or 4 of those things. Well, my intention is to just make one of the things, of each of the things that she made in her video, and then, or in that video, and then go back. There's other things that she makes from book pages on her channel, and put them, you know, try and make them out of the same book as well. And then a couple of my other favorite things to make from book page, so that my ultimate goal is to make an entire idea book of book page makes, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's the big news for the channel moving forward. I will still try and do, while I'm doing that entire book thing, I will work on, you know, I'll still try and do a Teresa Tries It every week, and work on something else. Like I made that cover the other day for a project a journal I want to make with Louise Heinzel printables. So I'll work on that as well, so it's not the same thing every video. So yeah, I have to find a book that's new enough where the pages aren't too entirely brittle, but I also want it to look like it's an old book, right? So I don't want shiny new clean pages. I have to dig through it'll probably be a Reader's Digest type of book, condensed book or whatever, something of that size. I'll have to find one that, you know, meets the criteria. The pages don't crack when I try to fold them. Yeah. So yeah. And then for the Teresa Tries It, I was going to try and do, this week again, I was going to try and do another folio, but since I've done that one from, well, actually now I've done 2 from Victoria Designs. That's, you know, that's what my algorithm is. So every time I look for a folio tutorial, Tina always comes up. And, you know, she has, obviously, she has a lot of tutorials, and her things that she makes are always beautiful. Her page kits are just really, really beautiful. But I don't want to, you know, make it like a that's all that I do is, you know, Victoria Designs makes. And I know there's more out there. I just really got to start digging, which, you know, that's a me problem. And, yeah. So, yeah. I know it's fascinating watching me just cut stuff out and listening to me waffle. So I think this will be the last one that I cut, that I fussy cut out, and then we'll get on to the next phase of the assembly. Let me cut this down a little. So I guess the next thing will be for me to fight with the, well, once I fold them, the next thing will be to fight with the corner rounder some more. And you know what, that's okay. I'm gonna win that battle. Somehow or another, they will all get their corners rounded. Let's not throw that away. All right, let me just get this mess off of here. So all these little scraps reminded me that last night my toddler grandson was here, and my daughter was making, well, she was actually covering the reused box that I use now for my bookbinding stuff. And so the baby was in here just sort of on his own, playing with whatever, and then all of a sudden he decided that he wanted to get all my little paper scraps, rescue them from the trash can. So yeah, there was quite a bit of you know, confetti on the floor last night that had to be cleaned up. He was cute though. He was quiet. He was enjoying himself, and he wasn't hurting anything or anyone. So, yeah, that's all the criteria we require of him while he's, you know, still toddling. He went in there after a while and went into the living room and played cars with his dad. I love that my kids just come home by. Wonder if I should clip them together to keep them out. That was silly, but you know what I mean. I guess I could just put them inside of each other so I don't have to go hinting. I know this is even more fascinating than watching me cut, but it's all part of it. It's all part of the process. And I really think this folding them is just hard for me. It's hard. I gotta cut that one down because I didn't cut it right. It's better. Better, but not great. Not perfect. There. Right. if anybody has any ideas for my channel, I would love to hear. I would love to hear your ideas. It's hard to know what people are interested in watching that's not already out there a million times. Okay, so that was a slight exaggeration, but you know what I mean. Although, it could be out there a million times. I don't know. I'm sure I haven't watched anywhere close to all the videos there are out there on YouTube world. In the YouTube verse. Yeah, I kind of like that. YouTube verse. We're getting close. We're getting there, kids. We're getting there. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oy, oy. So, yeah. I have a million, you know, nursery rhyme kind of songs going through my head. Because we watch, we watch I don't even know what we watch. We watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and we watch Curious George, and of course we watch, we watch Miss Rachel, but I just think he's, the baby, of course, I think he's just not paying attention to that yet. But of course, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse has bright colors and cartoon characters that seem to draw his attention more. But he also doesn't sit in front of the TV for very long. We do tummy time, and we read a book, and of course we actually play. We do the nursery rhymes and things that you do with a baby on your lap, and bounce them on my knee. My mom had some, I don't know, I guess they're Irish because I've never heard them, never heard anyone else talking about them, but things like that. Bounce him on his knee, like, you know, ride a cock horse to somewhere. I don't even remember now. Anyway, we do that, and we play This Little Piggy, and, you know, the usual. It's funny because you hear and read the same things all the time when your kids are little, and then all of a sudden, wait, I don't remember. What did I used to, what was the, or at least that happened to me anyway. I'm like, wait, what was that? What was that nursery rhyme that we used to, yeah. And of course they don't remember because they were little. So they're useless. Did I just do another set? I guess not. Who knows? not me. You know those paper cutters, the shape cutters, punches, whatever, that have the handles that you squeeze together like scissor handles? I wish they had that in a corner rounder. I think that would work for me and my weak hands. It's not, I do not have arthritis in my hands, which my doctors find odd because, as my primary care doctor says, these autoimmune disorders run in packs. She said, yeah, once you're diagnosed with one, you usually have at least one more. But I do not yet. Anyway, knock on wood. I just have the one, which is plenty enough for me. Thanks very much. Thank you very much. Okay, that's that one. Okay, last one. Looks like I need to empty my corner rounder out because there's lots of corner pieces on my work surface. I'll get that once I'm done with all the punching out. Excuse me. Right. Let me get some of this junk off the table once again. Okay. Now we can ink. I have this here now like it's a, I don't know, placemat or something. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be dropping anything. But there it is. There you have it. The wild and wonderful world of me. I don't know why I'm doing all the back of it, but yeah. It's just the way I roll, apparently. I think when before I get to the point where I have used up the last of these, I would like to sort of make a template, like trace around the outside of one of them, and yeah, and be able to make more of them, because I think it's a really, really clever idea. And that way I can make them, you know, out of whatever papers I'm using in a specific journal, or, you know, whatever. Something coordinating. All that jazz. Very, very clever idea. Ink and think. I only watched the video where Tracy uses these long enough to, you know, see how she actually made them, put them together, assembled them, whatever. I did not see how she used the little decorative elements, so I may go back and watch that. And then I'll, if I do that and I decide to decorate some of them, I'll show you that again in a later video. Also, at the end of this video, I would like to oh yeah, I want to do a real quick flip through of my layered, speaking of Natasa at Treasure Books, I want to do a flip through of my layered journal. So if I want to do that, we're going to call this done. I mean, it's just a simple thing, really. These wonderful paper clips. Brilliant idea. The paper clip slips from Tracy Fox. The name of her store is Love Junk Journal. And she does have a YouTube channel here. It's Tracy Fox Creative. And then this is Paperclip Slip Set 1. And it's quite an old video. I think it's like 2 years old or so. But I'm just now getting around to using them. So let's put our toys away. And I want to show you this. I want to show you the finished product. And she is quite chunky. I love this. So yeah, the front cover has this and just these few things in there. I love these so much. Sorry. And then there's a tag in here, a little flip book. And that's just a journal card. Another book page pocket. This lovely page border. These, again, this is a book page pocket idea. This is an envelope idea, and here I just put a fold out coffee dyed paper for journaling space, and this belly band here with this lovely folio type of journal space. And I did this matchbook style, and then a library book card envelope, some Prima flowers with just a piece of inked white grosgrain ribbon behind it. This was the orange page. I just went through and put a few embellishments on them. And this lovely pink page. I put some lace with a little bit of bling there to cover up where I drug it through my ink pad. Oh. And this file folder journal space. I love that. And just a couple of large pockets and tags. These larger pages I really had a hard time knowing what to do on them until I looked back at some of Natasha's video where she decorates hers. And again, this page is like postal themed. Got little postcard tapes there. And I put this here to this piece of trim, ribbon, whatever, to sort of hold the journal steadier because it's only sewn in place here. This beautiful embossing folder that I love so much. Someday I'm going to get brave. I'm going to do one, and then I'm going to try and colorize it. We'll see how that goes. Stay tuned. And this is where I think I started with this. Again, some Prima flowers, and this is a Tim Holtz group thing. Lace, flower border, just a collage here with some stickles. And here is the notebook flip, some journal space on this lovely big envelope with a writing board. And lovely collage there. And this idea sort of inspired by Natasha with the 3 envelopes only, or the 3 pockets on the scrapbook paper pocket. I didn't put anything in there. But mine, I didn't make them small enough, make the pockets small enough to leave space in between them and decorate the front of each pocket, but I love the way it turned out. Love the colors, just love it. And here's another matchbook writing space, and these 2 little folded tag card things with just some of the leftover fabric from the Louise Hines journal I'm gonna do. Just a piece of scrapbook paper I folded very poorly into an envelope, some coffee dyed paper inside of it, and then just this lovely image. I don't remember where it came from. This giant, I turned it into a pocket with really, really giant tags in it. I think that's, excuse me, I think that's so fun. Except that since the page curves, since the journal is so chunky, it's sometimes hard to get them in and out of there. This, I don't even know what I was thinking. Why would I put purple with that red? But there you have it. Just a big book page pocket. Back here I did layered tags that I decorated, and this lovely fussy cut, and this is 2 pockets here with, this is a foldable, I don't know what to call it, and that tag, and then this tag I made from purple paper. This I think is pretty clever. It's a notepad with a bit of scrapbook paper over it for a sort of a binding, and then this belly band effect here to hang it on. I like that very much. And this, I can't put it all the way in, it won't close right. And then this is a Velcroed book page envelope with just a journal card on it. And then 2 rather shiny tags there. And then the back page. Just this lovely image of this young lady reading a newspaper, a bit of trim, and this is from the binding. So I absolutely love that project. I would probably do another one or several more. I would definitely do that again. I would make a few changes. I would definitely do this pamphlet stitch on the top portion as well, like Natasha did on her second one. So, there it is, live and learn. So anyway, thanks for watching this video. Please come back for the next one and see what I get up to. Thanks for watching. Bye.